noticed that we were getting into that politically correct thing, the bad guys smoking.
Well, yes, because
Bad guy.
Tom had decided he wasn't a smoker anymore.
He gave up smoking.
Tom's alter ego, Bruce Greenwood, yeah.
Gave up smoking.
What, did he mistake you for like a hedgehog or something, right? I mean, Tom really couldn't catch a break, because even in the episodes when the them was around and they connived to catch him into the episode, here they're not there, and it's just some bonehead security guard. And that was sufficient.
Tom. Is this Mark Snow also?
Yeah. Yeah, Mark did this series. With help, obviously.
This is the kitchen pots and pans.
Yeah, yeah, it's cool choices.
We were, quote, staffing up, and there was a huge two-man staff.
Yeah.
And then Peter wrote episode 4, so.
Oh, you know what? This location where her house is,
Yeah.
we all broke for lunch, and there was a big camera on sticks, and they had 1,000 feet up, and the wind came up, remember that?
Yes, I do.
And blew it over and snapped it off.
Yeah.
We lose that camera?
Yeah, 125,000 for the lens or something. Some stupid thing.
Yeah, that's Disney.
Left his dog.
Yeah, they're rich. Mickey can pay for it.
This was typical of the kind of casting we were getting. Remember, you used to
Got
say
some great people,
great
yeah.
people they would send up with chops. You know, really,
Yeah.
really nice people.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, we were talking about Beth Heimson, who was casting the
Yeah.
series.
She's married to Simon, right?
Simon is,
yeah.
yeah. And he did the pilot.
Yeah.
And you know, it was such a nice experience for
Yeah.
Beth too, because she was getting people on TV screens that were normally not network acceptable. You know, I'm not
Right,
saying Maria wasn't.
Right, right.
But in fact, Maria, like Carrie Ann, may have very well been. But
Yeah, I learned to milk a cow in this episode.
did you?
That's right.
It comes in very handy. Many times since then, I've been able
And
to use that
Ian's
in
accent
auditions.
didn't throw you guys off when he was
No,
directing?
it's brilliant.
Actually, people don't always realize that because the show was long distance, that Ian did 2 episodes before I finally met him, and then he did Through a Lens Darkly. And we became very good friends.
That was the one in Belfast?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, right,
Yes.
yeah.
And did you ask to vomit in this scene too, if you could?
Yeah, they cut it out, yeah. Yeah.
Great location, Peter. Just
pretty house
great.
inside.
Just
On the top of that hill.
Lucky you came along.
I mean, again, I don't want to beat a horse, a complimentary horse, but to take one area of the country and over the course of 24 episodes, make it look so different.
What else do they shoot in Portland now? Is it anything?
Nothing.
It's such a great town to shoot
It is.
in.
I mean, remember how wonderful the grip?
Yeah, crew's fantastic, yeah.
They were
Larson
great guys.
Brothers.
Yep.
Might as well pass the hospital, take him straight through to the morgue.
So what are you suggesting?
I'm not suggesting anything. I'm just saying, the less you move him right now,
You know,
the
this was
better.
where you had sort of the choice, like either the vet or her or something
Yeah,
to that
yeah.
extent. You know,
No, I was out riding today and I found him like this.
Well, it looks like it's your responsibility now.
I mean, what an idea. You know, I look at it now at 10 years distance and think about this beautiful girl, beautiful house, beautiful countryside. And Tom Vail at the end of this episode is going to get up because he needs his damn answer.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, yeah.
And,
Right.
that's what, when Peter and I were talking about this episode, what we were talking about. Is Tom,
What's that?
is he flawed? Is he somewhat being kicked in the proverbial cojones by life because he can never let go? He's like a rabbit. I mean, is this
Yeah.
part of his, I don't know if you call it punishment, but, you know, so.
Yeah, but there's such big unanswered questions. I mean, how do you...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we just had fun exploring.
Yeah,
them. And you know, it's also, I think, fun for us to do shows that tonally are so different.
Yeah. Well, and that's one of the things the show really did. It shifted from, the tone changed
Right.
really measurably from place to place, from episode to episode. I remember really liking Ian a lot, Twinton, the director.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a really great guy. and very talented. Again, we had a run of good people up there. Ian and I just responded to his work a lot. And we became buddies after. Of course, it started with him having a computer meltdown and asking me to fix it when he was back in LA. Yeah. The rumor is he's a Macintosh man now, but I'd still talk
He did
to
his
him.
first American episode for me when we flew him over from England to do McKenna that I had done the year before this in Bend, Oregon. And when he got off the plane, he just couldn't get over the choices Americans had in stores like this and the vastness of the country.
Right.
And it kept on influencing his work.
You hurt yourself?
He kept on seeing more with his lens than the other American, all of us who are so used to seeing it every day.
Oh, I think that's. I mean, I think of Tender Mercies. Bruce Bradford directed it. You know, I don't think an American could have captured America like that. You know, it was really fantastic.
Yeah, Bruce told me some pretty funny stories about shooting that.
I love that movie. Just love that movie.
It's just so bucolic. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it's like Rebecca. She uses Heidi
yeah,
with
lives
the milk
alone and there's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you know, a bunch of horses, a bunch of cows, and a perfectly kept house.
That's right.
How does she do it? Well,
We were
We
going
don't
to turn
really
this
know.
episode into a pop-up book, you know.
yeah,
Maria and her cows.
Look at this.
yeah. Was this Chrysanthus?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, this is one of the better episodes.
This was the one where the first shot of that. Oh no, the negatives there. They were in color.
Yes, that's right.
I called up and said, "Has anyone shooting this show ever seen the show? They know that Tom's precious negatives are in black and white."
Right, yeah.
And they told me,
She's cooking on a Coleman stove?
Yeah.
"This girl's rustic.
Rustic, yeah.
She pumps water in the house."
Well, is there anybody here?
Hi.
Oh, that'll do.
Yeah, really.
Wait. Let me help you with that. Relax. I get good at this.
I'm curious, Peter, now that you're here and we're all getting to hang out together, did the fact that you were so instrumental in writing this episode connect at all or make a difference
The question is, who are
when you were getting it ready? I mean, looking back on it, was it a little more important? Why, not that every episode doesn't reflect importance,
I
but
think
did you fight any harder
No,
or
no,
less
not at all.
for
In fact,
look?
Maria and Bruce
You still haven't told me your name.
did their own work on the script and their own work on the interpretation and stuff. And even to the point when they invited me in, they said, "We're going to work on this like Saturday. Will you join us?" I said, "No," because I didn't want to do that. And with Ian, the only thing I did with Ian was he kept on asking if he was hitting the Americana the right way.
Right.
Right.
You know.
On the other hand, if you bled to death...
I mean, when he was on the set with a fife and drum, that may not have been the
That's
best
right.
way to do
That's
it.
right.
But I mean, this is what you wake up to, and this is what Tom, you're going to walk away from.
Yeah. He's not that bright.
No, I think that. Well, you know,
Just not that bright.
I've said a lot of times that this show, for me, though people don't get it, I get it, is very autobiographical. And saying what you just said, I mean, I agree with you about that. I mean, I think Tom has his, you know, in this decade and time, they'd say issues, or if you're
Yeah.
being issues.
I'm going to go chase down a wife that hates me
Right.
and
Right.
has betrayed me and leave this
And yet,
Florence Nightingale.
one hopes that you still survive on the basis that at least you're trying to champion some sort of truth. You know, I guess that's
Well, yeah, there's a higher purpose.
After
That's
his own truth.
Yeah.
right. Right. And I think his thing as a photographer goes to that a lot. You know, hey, you know, the woman says at the art gallery, you know, they're beautiful, and he's, don't shoot the messenger. I just record what it is. But, you know, back into Through a Lens, there is this sense of Tom, but Through a Lens is the other show that focuses solely on Tom's personality,
That's right.
which is his drive, what he can't shake, what he can't let go of.
Not good. Sorry.
Yep, there's the throwing up scene.
There we go. Trying to gag as much as possible.
Could we afford like real soup in that bowl when you guys were shooting?
No, by that time it was gruel.
Gruel.
Yeah.
Good night.
we needed strong actresses up there. First of all, it's a very strong series. It's very single guy driven. It's you as the actor, and you know, people need to come up there.
We didn't have that many women come up, really. You know, when we did, we got really lucky.
Well, you know, I think if you review, I mean, I don't remember.
There wasn't a woman in every script.
Mostly, but not every.
Not a kind of.
Not every, but certainly.
Not a romantic interest like this.
No.
No. Romantic interest almost non-existent.
Yeah.
But
That's what I mean.
oh,
Yeah.
I'm talking about using our resources. We will do what we have to do.
Miss Noonan?
so this is like the small version of them. You know.
That's
that,
right.
Yeah.
That appears, but
Yeah.
certainly not having any concern with Tom.
Gonna lose the farm letter.
But you also notice there's no of that sinister wordplay that things in this episode
That's
don't
right.
have double meanings
Yeah.
like they did.
Yeah,
They
and,
don't.
and those flashes and the laughing in the back, all those tones that we put in the
Right.
darker stories.
Right. This is just.
Because the ghosts that Tom's running from disappear in this episode.
Right.
I just find that sometimes people don't hear so well. This is just hearing aid.
Was most of this, I give them the schedule, I assume that the house was in relative proximity to this store. You were in generally the same area shooting?
Yes.
Yeah.
West of Pearl.
No, not yet.
Look at all the hair. It's just
Yeah.
unbelievable. It's borderline mullet. It's just shocking.
We just cast the guy playing opposite you to show up your
Yeah,
hair.
the anti-hair. Yeah.
There is a hair anti-hair thing going on. There's just something about Tom where he can't rest.
All right. What are you doing, pal? You must be an actor.
Did you have to actually be taught to do that?
Of course I had to be
Yeah.
taught.
Okay, well, yeah.
You know, just.
I
You
heard
know,
you got around
I
it.
acted as though I could do it. I said, "Give me the stool," and I started yanking away.
Yeah, and the
because,
cow
you know,
got very
drip,
pissed off.
Drip, drip, drip.
The cow
But you
showed
really
his
got
nose.
if I remember correctly, you really got a yard on him. Just
I'm sorry about yesterday.
there's nothing to be sorry about. Too much respect for to really haul. You know,
You don't have to.
You were a man of the 90s, so to speak, in that.
yeah, perhaps I don't know.
Sensitive
Not a
caring.
caveman at any rate.
You're nosy.
Holy mackerel! Look at that's ridiculous.
It looks like it's about to break into a musical.
Oh, it's
right.
Yeah,
completely.
Oklahoma.
Yeah, John
yeah.
Raitt.
Or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
really, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
great. It looks unreal. It looks like something they would have shot on a soundstage. in the
Yeah, it
40s.
does look like it looks like a backdrop
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
We waited for that.
And you're avoiding
to make it look like a backdrop.
We waited for this light for this scene.
She was my wife.
We scheduled the day around it.
Wow.
It's difficult to explain. You know, I've been living.
You know, we just rent like stock footage from the show out to the Portland Board of Tourism or something.
Easy,
Yeah.
easy. And what was the episode we shot with that trailer that had that with a circus?
The Incredible
Darren.
Darren.
Jimmy Darren's thing. That
The Incredible
that looked
Derek, wasn't that one?
Yeah, that looked
Yeah.
unbelievable.
That was Rick's last show.
That was Rick's last show. Yeah.
That show
how that
looked
feels.
great. And again, it looked like an entirely, like the South, looked like
Yeah.
Georgia.
Yeah.
It really did. I love that little
Take it,
kid.
this has to
He
do
was
with
wonderful.
the
And who was,
Kid's
and the
great.
guy, Starr.
Mike Starr.
Mike Starr, who was his dad. Great.
Yeah.
Great.
So shocked. It's all you were carrying with
I mean, what series would you be doing? Incredible Derek in Georgia and Enemy Within, and then a show in, you know, a
Yeah, it was all over
bizarre
the place,
memory
yeah.
love story
Yeah.
in Belfast, you know. And it's great.
That's the cool thing. You never knew what you were going to get.
Maybe nothing.
You know, when the scripts would come into me, like whatever, 4 days before we were starting shooting, going open the first page and go, oh God, what have we got?
That's right.
What's it going to be?
Well, that was the exciting part up there. Everybody was always waiting for the script.
Yeah.
Not like on other shows. You know,
Yeah, where it was,
Right. We're, oh God.
where you
yeah,
just,
whatever.
here
yeah.
comes another one.
Right.
Everybody was, when are we getting it? When are we getting it?
Yeah, but you know, it's fun. That was part of the fun of
No
it because
question.
we had no idea,
No.
which is
The
why
crew was so proud of it, you know.
each week it was, what are we doing?
fertilizer combined with your own body chemistry. It's a unique smell to every woman that
I
wears
think they upped their price for the dimple. It was an adjustment.
This is good dialogue.
it. No, not that I remember.
Clearly, you thought it was.
Tom's in love.
What's all this? Shaving.
Oh, see,
cream
now
versus
it's
aftershave?
playful.
What do you have?
they've got that
somebody said
comfortable
something about that.
familiarity
Yeah,
with each other.
Yeah, you give into it, then you get screwed.
Yep. It all seems good for a minute.
Well, that's
It's like
also,
any relationship, really.
right, but that's also very nowhere man. It's like give it to you and
Yeah.
take it away. In this case, he took it away himself.
You want to just wait and see how the dance goes first?
Okay, so they're really bonded now after this meeting.
Well, yes, that happens.
So
when the
something-
fever goes up.
Something could happen here. Fire.
This was the most difficult scene for Ian to shoot.
It was?
Why? Because the fire was the only light?
No, he didn't know how passionate the kiss should be.
I never want to forget what tonight
No, I didn't know they were going to kiss.
Yeah, they kiss.
You ruined it, Peter. Should have waited till after the kiss.
Okay.
Now you tipped it off.
and I just want to open it up.
They do something else. Should I tell you about that too?
Did they?
Yeah.
I want to
Was there a whole lovemaking thing?
No, there is during commercial.
Right. I've completely forgotten.
There was a certain theatricality in the show. Stark type stages when you think of the stuff he did with Sam Anderson in the Through a Lens Darkly show.
Yeah,
There's a lot
yeah.
of stage, limbo lighting, spotlights coming on and off on camera. I mean, I had talked about at one point, had we been picked up, I wanted to do the first hour live on tape. You know, tape it for the West Coast, but do it live on like 3 or 4 camera on a stage, and maybe make it only 2 people, do an
Yeah, the
interrogation.
little bottle show, yeah.
And of course, I forget which show came along and did it
ER.
long after we were canceled.
Oh, did ER do it?
ER did it opening season. Their opening show of the season.
So it was a good idea, it just didn't belong to me.
She did it.
Is just that right? That's funny.
You find it?
Sweet Ridge P.O.
And this, I take it, Peter, is the infamous phone call that Tom's been waiting for. That's going to stop him in his tracks from going off, from living happily forever. You know what? Remember we talked about it a lot because I had seen this movie that I absolutely loved from the 30s called Dodsworth.
Yeah.
With Walter Houston,
Right.
Ruth Chatterton, and he's been beaten up by this horrendous wife who's left him. And he's just starting to get his life back together, meets Mary Astor, falling in love, and his ex, or almost to be ex, finds out that the guy she wants had dumped her. So she's calling her husband back again and back, and he's walking down the stairs with Mary Astor as the phone's ringing, and the thing is, no,
Right.
don't
Right.
take that call, don't go answer. And we talked a lot about that for this specific scene. All right, got them pork bellies for you, George.
Yeah. All the way from New York.
Yep. You need anything?
No.
Hey, Toby, you back
She's
there?
got sundries.
Yes.
Sundries, yeah.
No, actually, we can't. We're in a hurry. I'll leave you $10 to get the change when we get back, okay?
Suit yourself.
See, that's it. That's it. It's the note.
That's the-
So is he gonna? It's like this is Dodsworth. Is
Yeah.
Tom gonna go?
Right.
We hoped we could build
Oh, and he
that
he
tension.
runs out to the vehicle or something, doesn't he?
Yeah, just before Tom can kind of slide out into eternal happiness. As always in life, the storekeeper ruins everything.
That message you've been waiting for.
Oh, Bruce, you're walking.
Bad choice, bud.
walking away.
Bad choice.
But it's also, in a way, what cost you Sydney and Through a Lens Darkly, Laura.
That's right. This is where she tosses the bag out, right?
Right. And she's just going to get a call from her agent to take a yard. There you go.
That's good. This episode worked.
You surprised?
Well, yeah. I mean, you forget.
Oh, okay. Call me up now.
Yeah, I'm
I'll
surprised.
remind you.
No. You just forget.
They worked.
So there's the choice.
She should have driven over it.
Yep.
Yes, he in?
May I ask who's calling?
All right, now I can get back to all the good stuff. Give me the poop.
Hey, Tom. I've got some terrific news for you. I think you're going to be really happy with
Tom.
what I found out.
And you're once again.
Got good news, but you're going to have to walk.
Well, she's not going to drive you
Yeah.
at this point.
What a great location.
Yeah, it's beautiful, beautiful.